how do we overcome procrastination? How to deal with procrastination. Now, first of all, why do we even procrastinate in the first place? Sir Isaac Newton has described this really well. He says, an object in motion stays in motion, an object in rest will stay in rest. We humans are pretty much the same. We're an object in that matter, because sometimes we can get into this state of procrastination where we might hold back and wait for something external to push us on. And that just doesn't happen, right? So the first step is always to really acknowledge that we're so much more powerful than we think, and we're the creator of our life. And so the first step is always to recognize that we are the ones that we've been waiting for, and we cannot wait for something external because it won't happen. We create our reality from inside out, so we need to take the first steps. Now, how do we overcome procrastination? To get that momentum happening, we need to actually take steps first in order to then kickstart more steps and then get into a motion and into a momentum, which then is way easier to keep up. So in order to snap out of this rest state of inertia or like procrastination and kind of like sabotaging and stickiness where you might beat yourself up as well, we need to take some steps. So the first one is, like I mentioned, we need to acknowledge that we are the creator, that we are the ones that will make the change, and that we are the one that is here to pretty much not save us, but we are the only ones that can do it. Yeah, to create the outcomes that we want to create and achieve the goals that we have, we need to take the steps. So the first step is acknowledge you're the creator, you're super powerful, and you've got this. Yeah. Number two is to really, first of all, get clear, are you fully behind what you want to achieve? Yes, so many of my clients like that are high achievers, go-getters, leaders, business owners, you name it. They've achieved a lot. However, they can still hit procrastination. The reason is that we can, no matter where we're at on our journey, we have goals that we might not be fully behind. We might think we should go for it, but we might not really fully be behind it. Yeah, you might have the sense of like I'm half in, half out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If that's the case, you're not gonna take the steps. You're not gonna be really behind it, and you're not gonna be able to create it. Especially if it's audacious goals, very high up there ones, we need to be fully behind it so we can actually take the steps. So that's number two, right? So then we need to take the steps. Yeah, we need to take aligned action, which is so much easier when we're in alignment first and make sure that the goal is actually in alignment with who we are and we're fully behind it. Yeah, so by taking those first steps, we'll then be able to take more steps and get into motion. So many times my clients ask me after the Christmas and New Year's break, how do I get back on track? Like I feel like I'm so out of it, find it hard to get back into work. Well, that makes complete sense, because if you've been resting and chilling and enjoying the holiday, it's so much trickier again to take that first step to get back into motion and into momentum, because you've come out of it. Yeah. So many times I hear my clients also share with me that they pump out way more, like in the end of the year, because they're already so much in motion, they can get so much more done, and then they have a break, and then they don't expect themselves to get so much done in January. But if you are, in that wave of procrastination, it's the same thing. So we need to get back into momentum. And the only way we can get back there is by taking the first steps. So then once you take those steps, you need to, step 4, actually praise yourself. And that can be so tricky when we're visionary, a leader, you name it, business owners, high achievers, go-getters. We often find it so tricky to celebrate ourselves. Am I right? Yes. So actually stop after the steps, not stopping as in full stop, but just kind of pause for a moment and go, I've just done that. I've just gotten here. And how hard can I be to do that? So that is the goal here. We need to actually praise ourselves for the steps we're taking, because every step counts a step closer to our goal. So in summary, in a nutshell, the 4 steps to overcome procrastination are: we need to first of all acknowledge that we are our creator and we are the creator of our life, and we are a powerful source to be reckoned with. No one's going to save us. Number 2 is we need to make sure we're fully aligned with the goal that we're trying to achieve and are fully behind it with both feet in, not one foot out. Number 3 is we need to start taking action. Step 1, step 2, step 3, roll it out. Make sure you break down big goals into, tiny bite-sized chunks so you can actually get rolling and get that momentum happening. And number 4 is you need to praise yourself, celebrate yourself, even if it feels tricky, even if it feels kind of weird because you haven't done it very much before. Give yourself that pat on the shoulder internally and celebrate every step that you're taking towards your goals. And voila, you're gonna see momentum gathering, and that's what I want for you. If you feel like stuff's holding you back, your mind is going on a million miles an hour, you might find anxiety comes up, overwhelm, you find like you can't think straight, you're not focusing and not really present with what you're doing, then there's more going on. If you'd like support, reach out and let's have a heart-to-heart chat and just see if I can support you on your journey, if we're a good fit. And I've got amazing tools to support you really fast back on track, into alignment and back on your path. Can't wait to connect and look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.